The Cincinnati Bengals just secured a defensive engine that could redefine how we hunt quarterbacks in the AFC North for years. We all felt the excitement when the news broke about the front office making bold moves to fix the trenches once and for all. It is about more than just one player. It is about a philosophy shift at the Pacer Stadium. Please help us grow our community by subscribing to reach our 500 subscribers goal and hitting that like button to support your Bengals coverage today. Cassius Howell is the name every fan needs to know because he represents the final piece of a massive defensive reconstruction project. Our coaching staff, led by Zac Taylor, has been working tirelessly to ensure the Bengals never get pushed around at the line of scrimmage again. The blockbuster trade for superstar defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence set the stage, but the draft was where the real magic happened for our pass rush depth. When the front office saw the chance to grab a high-motor athlete in the second round, they didn't hesitate. This young man comes from the Aggies, marking the second year in a row we've looked to that program for defensive talent. While he is a different type of player than Shemar Stewart, he brings a specific type of juice that this roster has been missing since the Super Bowl run. Zac Taylor himself noted that this offseason has been about finding the right fits through every possible avenue, whether it was the high-stakes trade for Lawrence or finding steals in the draft. The head coach compared this timing to when the team landed Von Bell, a move that provided an unexpected but massive boost to the locker room culture and performance. You see, the team didn't just want bodies, they wanted a specific never-quit attitude. While some draft experts point out that the newcomer has shorter arms than your typical edge rusher, the film shows a relentless spirit that simply cannot be taught. He battles on every single snap, often overcoming physical disadvantages through sheer willpower and technique. This fits perfectly with the vision for a defensive line that is now anchored by a massive star like Lawrence. Having a powerhouse in the middle allows a fast, high-motor edge rusher to thrive because the quarterback has nowhere to step up in the pocket. The plan is simple: create chaos. By bringing in a mix of veteran dominance and rookie energy, the Bengals are signaling that they are done being reactive. They are becoming the aggressors. Fans should be thrilled because this isn't just a minor tweak. It's a fundamental rebuild of the most important unit on the defense. We are seeing a bold version of the Bengals front office. The new pass rusher brings a level of intensity that often separates good defenses from elite ones. When you watch the tape of this second-round pick, you immediately notice that the motor never stops running. Even when he gets initially blocked or pushed back, he finds a way to spin, rip, or swim back into the play to disrupt the timing of the offense. This kind of persistence is exactly what the Bengals need in a division where quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson can extend plays indefinitely. By adding a player with this specific skill set, the defensive coordinator can get much more creative with stunts and blitz packages. The young prospect isn't just a one-trick pony either. He understands how to use his low center of gravity to get under the pads of much larger offensive tackles. While some might worry about the technical red flags mentioned by scouts, the reality is that raw effort often trumps measurables in the NFL, especially in a rotation. This rookie is going to be asked to provide immediate relief for the starters, allowing the defensive line to stay fresh deep into the fourth quarter. We have seen too many games where the Bengals' pass rush disappeared in the final minutes because the big men were gassed. That should no longer be an issue. The strategy here is to throw waves of talented athletes at the opposing quarterback until the offensive line eventually breaks. It's a blue-collar approach that resonates deeply with the Cincinnati faithful. This move shows a commitment to the trench warfare identity that has historically led this franchise to its greatest successes. Furthermore, having a mentor like the newly acquired superstar tackle from the Giants will be invaluable for the development of the team's younger players. The rookie will be learning from the best in the business every single day at practice. This environment is designed to maximize potential and minimize the learning curve. If the pass rush can generate consistent pressure without needing to blitz, it frees up the secondary to focus on taking the ball away. This domino effect is why the front office was so aggressive in securing this specific talent during the draft weekend. Winning football games in the modern NFL requires a pass rush that can dominate the game. If this young athlete lives up to the hype, the Cincinnati Bengals will suddenly have one of the most feared defensive fronts in the entire league. This matters because it directly impacts our ability to compete for a Super Bowl. When the defensive line can get to the quarterback, it protects the entire team. It makes the job easier for the linebackers, and it prevents the cornerbacks from having to cover for 6 or 7 seconds. Essentially, this move helps us win more games by forcing turnovers and creating third and long situations. We've seen in the past how a weak pass rush can derail an entire season, even when the offense is scoring plenty of points. By fixing this unit, the front office is giving Joe Burrow and the rest of the offense a much bigger margin for error. If the defense can hold opponents to fewer points, the pressure on our star quarterback decreases significantly. This creates a more balanced team that can win in multiple ways. Whether it's a high-scoring shootout or a low-scoring defensive struggle, the Bengals are now built to handle both. The human side of this is also important. The energy in the locker room changes when a team adds a juice player who works as hard as this rookie does. It pushes the veterans to work harder, and it sets a standard for every other young player on the roster. We are looking at a situation where the floor of the defense has been raised significantly. The risk of the defense falling apart due to a single injury is much lower now because the depth is so much stronger. Fans should feel a sense of relief knowing that the team addressed their biggest weakness with such high-quality talent. It shows that the organization is listening to the concerns of the fans and the coaching staff. They are not satisfied with just being good enough anymore. They want to be the team that other franchises are afraid to play. This aggressive mindset is the hallmark of a champion, and it starts right here with these new additions to the defensive trenches. We have to look at the reality of the situation because the stakes couldn't be higher for the Cincinnati Bengals. If this plan works perfectly, we are looking at a defensive line that will haunt the nightmares of every offensive coordinator in the league. Imagine a scenario where the rookie becomes a 10-sack producer in his first year, while the veteran tackle destroys double teams in the middle. In that world, the Bengals are the favorites to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The defense becomes a brick wall that no one can run through and no one can throw against. This would validate every decision made by the front office and cement Zach Taylor's legacy as a coach who can build a complete powerhouse. The excitement would be through the roof at every home game. But we must also consider the other side of the coin. If the rookie struggles to adjust to the strength of NFL linemen, or if his physical limitations prove to be too much to overcome, the defense might remain stuck in mediocrity. If the pass rush fails to materialize, all that investment in the defensive line could feel like a wasted opportunity. The pressure on the secondary would become unbearable, and we could see a repeat of those frustrating games where the opponent moves the ball at will. This is the thin line between glory and disappointment in professional football. The tension is real because the Bengals have pushed their chips into the middle of the table. They aren't playing for the future. They are playing for right now. Every snap this rookie takes will be scrutinized by fans and analysts alike. Will he be the next great Bengals pass rusher? Or just another what-if story? The answer to that question will determine the direction of this entire season. We've seen this story before where a high-energy player changes the culture of a team overnight. We've also seen prospects who couldn't handle the jump to the big leagues. The uncertainty is what makes being a fan so intense. We are all waiting to see which path this journey takes, knowing that the outcome will change everything for our beloved team. The bottom line is that the Cincinnati Bengals have taken a massive swing to ensure their defense is feared once again. By pairing a superstar like Dexter Lawrence with a high-energy rookie pass rusher, the front office has completely transformed the identity of the defensive line. It is a bold, aggressive strategy that shows they are fully committed to winning a championship while Joe Burrow is in his prime. But I want to hear from you, the heart and soul of the Bengals family. Be honest with me, do you believe a rookie with some physical red flags can truly be the juice? This pass rush needs to reach the next level? Or do you think the team should have played it safer? Your voice matters in this community, and I read every single comment. Before you go, please help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button right now. Don't forget to like the video and turn on notifications so you never miss an insider update on our team. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments below. Who else are you excited to see on this new look defense? Who Dey?